Students, today we will further study about the light intensity. Variations in the light intensity. Atmosphere influence the light intensity to a very large extent. Moisture of the atmosphere absorbed a high proportion of longer light rays and infrared and scattered the ultraviolet rays. Scattered light is termed as diffuse light or the skylight, which may be only 10 to 15% of the total light on the clear days and 100% on the cloudy days. Daylight is reduced to as much as 4% on the cloudy days. A part of light 420 to 515 micrometer is reflected from the surface of water and a part is absorbed by the upper layer. Dust and smoke can reduce the light by 90% in the metropolitan cities. Intensity of light is normally reduced to about 20% by canopy vegetation. In a thick forest, it can reduce to 1% of the total sunlight, and therefore the ground of such forests do not have good vegetation. Some herbs, shrubs, and cryptogams can, however, grow under weak light intensity. The topography, that is, the direction and the slope of a place, also determine the amount of daily duration of light that a plant would receive. It should be noted that in a land plant, the variation in light intensity is always accompanied with change in temperature and the relative humidity, and therefore it is difficult to evaluate light effect alone. Effect of light intensity. Light intensity falling at a particular place is normally enough for the plant and their physiological phenomena, which photosynthesis, etc. In photosynthesis, only 1% of the light energy is converted into potential chemical energy. Very low light intensity, however, reduces the rate of photosynthesis and sometimes may even result in closing of stomata. This results in the reduced vegetative growth of the plant. Very high light intensity are detrimental to the plant in so many ways. It increases the rate of respiration and thus disturb the photosynthesis respiration balance. It also causes rapid loss of water, which often result in the closure of stomata. The most harmful effect of light intensity is the phenomena of solarization, in which all the cell content are oxidized by the atmospheric oxygen. This oxidation is different from respiration and is termed as photooxidation. To avoid injury from bright light, leaves are usually vertically arranged. The chloroplast of mesophyll cells are oriented against vertical wall so that only one edge is exposed to direct light. The heliophytic leaves transmit only 15% of the incident light, whereas the schizophytic leaf transmit 98%. In weak light, the leaves are thin in schizophytes and broad so that the light can fall on the larger surface area of the leaf and can also penetrate to the larger number of mesophyll cells. The chloroplasts are also oriented along the wall at right angle to the incident of the light rays. Since weak light favor the growth of large leaves, a number of leaf crops like tobacco and betel are grown under the artificial shaded condition. Quality of light. The different wavelength of the visible light do not have any appreciable effect on plant. Ultraviolet light kills bacteria and many fungi. It checks elongation of the stem by inactivating the growth hormone. It induces anthocyanin formation and also affects phototropism. Infrared radiation causes heating of plants and also affects germination and growth of plants. The light duration. The duration of total light period in a year and the duration of daily light period, photo period at a particular place have pronounced effect on the vegetation as well as the reproductive structure of the plant. Plants growing near the equator have luxuriant and uniform growth, because the length of the day is almost uniform throughout out the year. But in the northernmost and the southernmost latitude, plant grows smaller because the number of days where the light is available is far less. Similarly, area having many sunny days produce better vegetation than the area having many cloudy days. The daily light period has a marked effect on the flowering of a plant. The plant have been classified into three groups according to their photo period: short day plant, long day plant, and day neutral plant. Most of the plant belong to the first category. They require a relatively long period of uninterrupted darkness for flowering. Long day plants require a photo period of more than a critical length, which varies from 4 to 18 hours. They require either relatively small period of darkness or no darkness at all. This is supported by the fact that the longer day plant usually flower best in a continuous light. Day neutral plant can flower in all the possible photoperiod ranging from few hours to 24 hours of uninterrupted light exposure. They are photoneutral or indeterminate plant. Most of the plant, whereas they are short day, long day or day neutral, shows more luxuriant vegetative growth under the long day. Long day plant on the other hand form only a compact rosette of leaves when grown on a short day. Gardner and Allard found that the amount of vegetative growth is proportional to the duration of the daylight. The onset of winter dormancy and the autumn shedding of leaves in deciduous tree are in part response to the length of the day. Short day cause decreased root growth as well as shoot growth. Morphological features like formation of bulb, tuber and other storage organ are affected by the length of the day. The photo period is of considerable importance in the geographical distribution of plant in time and space. Since favorable photo period is indispensable for flowering of a large number of plants, they grow in certain place while the annuals are restricted only to a particular season of the year. Thank you.